When it comes to choosing a new pope, the process is a mix of ancient tradition, religious ritual, and politics. Only a small select group has a say in the decision, with votes taking place behind closed doors in the Sistine Chapel.
No, Donald Trump, you cannot become the next pope. No, the pope did not give you his little white hat before he died.
Let's take a look at how it works. Technically, any Roman Catholic male can be elected the leader of millions of Catholics around the world. But the next pope will come from among the cardinals. Since the 14th century, every pope has previously been a cardinal. The task of electing a pope falls to the College of Cardinals. They are chosen by the popes and wear distinctive red robes meant to symbolise a willingness to shed their blood for the Christian faith. They must be younger than 80 years old to participate in the vote.
Pope has to be elected. No, Donald, you're not polling well in the swing states because it's not that kind of election. No, I'm not one of the crooked cardinals trying to steal the election. What are you talking about?
The election, known as a conclave, usually happens 15 to 20 days after the papal office becomes vacant, and all eligible candidates must vote in person. Before they start voting, all the cardinals, including those over 80, gather for crucial meetings in Rome. It is here that the big questions facing the church are discussed and potential candidates start to emerge.
What do you mean you're going to make the Vatican great again? Going to build a wall around St. Peter's Basilica to keep all the Protestants out? What is wrong with you? You're going to slap tariffs on other religions. How's that going to work? People have been stealing prayers from the Catholic Church for too long, have they? Yeah, gotcha.
The conclave begins with a special morning mass in St. Peter's Basilica. After this, the strictly guarded vote takes place in the Sistine Chapel. Once the conclave starts, cardinals aren't allowed to speak to anyone outside of the process, read media reports, receive messages, or discuss the details of the elections afterwards. If they break the conclave secrecy rules, they risk excommunication.
What do you mean you're going to make the Vatican great again?
Once the voting starts, they write a candidate's name on a ballot, and in order of seniority, they drop them into a chalice. Cardinals aren't allowed to vote for themselves. The results are recorded by 3 designated cardinals. To be elected pope, a candidate needs to gain 2/3 of the vote. If that doesn't happen, they vote again and again. In total, 4 rounds of voting can be held a day until they reach that threshold. If no man is elected after 4 days, the conclave breaks for prayer and discussion before trying again.
Anomalies with the vote counting machine. Again, not that kind of election.
The voting process takes place behind the scenes. So how does the public find out when a new pope has been chosen? The ballots are burned once in the morning and once in the evening. If there's no winner, a chemical is added to turn the smoke black, so the people waiting in St. Peter's Square know that a new pope has not yet been chosen. But when a pope has been elected, a different chemical is added to ensure smoke comes out white, signalling a new pontiff.
J.D. Vance is going to be VP, Vice Pope. There is no Vice Pope.